I woke up today. You know what I told myself? You know what I told myself specifically? I hate the way that you walk. Yep. I hate the way that you dress. Uh-huh. And if I'm a catch flight like Spirit or Frontier or American Airlines, Delta, United, it's going to be direct. You understand? You know what else I do? I beat your ass and hide the Bible if God's watching. And God's always watching. Ladies and gentlemen, he's always watching. So always hide the Bible, all right? But apparently, Kendrick Lamar sat down to do an interview. You know what I'm saying? I guess this is the rollout for the album. The album coming, Kendrick? We know you got a Super Bowl coming. We know the Super Bowl is coming months away. Do you have an album on the way? That's the real question. Hopefully she asks the man, when's the album dropping, nigga? Huh? You got a lot of energy out there. You got this energy, you got that song. You just dropped it. When is the album dropping, no? When is the next song dropping, no? Ask him that, SZA, please. Ask him that, SZA, please. But this is a full, I think, page interview. You know what I'm saying? Magazine interview. We're going to get into this and see what they're talking about. They're saying this, he breaks down the Drake diss. I doubt it. I don't believe that. Kendrick gives you the vibe of, listen, here's the lyrics. You decipher what you feel from it. You decipher that. However you feel, however you interpret it, that's on you. I'm not going to break down every bar that I sketch about. I'm not doing that. That's your job, nigga. All right? But let's see what's being said in the interview. Let's see if SZA, can lead us to justice.
Kendrick Lamar is now doing interviews as he sat down with Harper's Bazaar magazine. But obviously there has to be a little bit of a wrinkle with everything that Kendrick Lamar does. So this interview, even though it was for this magazine, it was done at the request of Kendrick by SZA.
So he requested the interview, or am I reading that wrong? But he requested SZA. Okay, I'm mad at that.
They get into mental health and motivation, and Kendrick says his actions are not motivated by anger, but understands that love and war both deserve to be acknowledged.
Just looking at this, it would have been nice, and I'm not trying to be that guy, if they sat down and did this visually. Shout out to SZA, wonderful woman, you know what I'm saying, in terms of looks and everything she does. Shout out to Kendrick. It'd have been nice if they had a sit-down conversation, you feel me? That'd have been dope. That would have been dope.
Not that they represent him, but he acknowledges that they both need to exist in the world. And of course, he would be asked about Drake and Not Like Us, and he would give his
He would be asked about Drake. Okay, all right. I want to see that response. He would be asked about, I want to hear that response. Okay, all right, okay.
definition of what it means to him. What's up, y'all? It's your man Talkless World Report for the Chick Smooth channel. We got to talk about this. SZA didn't waste any time. As soon as they sat down, she starts off saying, I want to ask you about your mental health. Do you feel like you suffer from mental illness or experience it ever? Or do you just feel like you're in a multitude of feelings and you're not putting a label on it? Kendrick would say, I grew up with that term. I was hearing it when I was 5 or 6 years old. So you identify with it, but not as it? Then he says, my whole thing is, it's all experience. I say some shit on a record and identify with the moment, and then I don't identify with it anymore. That's just growth for me. All that shit is subjective. Then SZA says, it's giving self-therapy, which Kendrick replies, I think it's going back to my inner child, right? I was trying to understand myself, trying to find people I could relate to, how to identify myself outside myself. It sounds crazy to a lot of people. I really can see myself out of my body. When I do that, I have no judgment towards it. It's too many eyes on me to not remove myself. That shit is scary to anybody else.
Basically what he's saying, he has astral projection. He has a Doctor Strange abilities. You know what I'm saying, if you've seen it, it's also in WandaVision, Scarlet Witch, where he can just, just pop out his body and see what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? But this is more like an icebreaker to me, though. This ain't getting straight to the shit. This is more like you sit down with your friend. She's like, yeah, how you doing mentally? You good? You healthy? You living your life okay? Like, you going to therapy? I think that's what this opening is for me personally.
Which SZA focuses on and asks, are you scared? And he would say, no, because I've learned that I can't identify with my performances on stage. I can't hold my true whole identity to that person who's on stage. Because if I did, that means I would judge every movement, every time I mess up a lyric, every time I'm off key. It's too much to deal with. So I have to have a distance between the performer and the person I close my eyes and look at the ceiling with. I had to develop that tough skin at like 16 or 17 years old.
Now I'm confused how they went. I'm pretty sure the interview was longer than that. To start off with, are you scared? Where's the context going into are you scared? And if we're saying like when he performs in front of 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, it's like, are you scared when you perform in front of the Super Bowl crowd? Like, shit, I mean, that's, I've been on stage before in front of, I think, 2,000 people. And it's like, I choked, y'all. I messed up a little bit. I don't think I choked, but I stumbled across words. I'm like, a little nervous on that stage. So are you scared? It's a valid question. You know what I'm saying? I would be in front of that many people. So I do get it.
Knowing it was not only for my career, but for myself. It's mentally ill for sure. And then the conversation gets a little more spiritual as before asking about God, SZA asks, have you done ayahuasca? And Kendrick says no, which he then replies to surprise saying, what? I wonder how you're arriving at all these conclusions. I want to talk to you about your spiritual practices. How many spiritual practices contribute to your day to day? And he said,
SZA, get to the shits. You know why we're here. I respect this. As a friend, you gotta look out for your homie, whatever it is. Get to the shits. Get to the breaking it down of the shits. You hear me? We already fuck with Kendrick heavy. We like the man. Get to the things, man. Alright?
It's all day, every day. She says, all day is ceremony? And Kendrick gets personal saying, ain't no BS, ain't no cliche, but I literally talk to God. Like, it's to a point where I'll be starting to think I'm going crazy. But then he has to remind me, no, this is really me. Well, if that's true, and he does talk to God every day, how was Drake ever gonna win a rap battle against God? Drake said 20 versus 1, but I guess he missed a very important person. But Kendrick will continue, my early morning practice is that I have to run. When I started running, that's where I started to understand. There was this threshold of pain in the spirit.
Yo, he seemed very militant. This is giving like a, and I'm not saying he's that. I'm just saying, like, you know how you interview a killer, like, yo, look at you. What's up with you, brother? How you okay with doing what you just did? Like, how you okay with just, destroying people? Huh? What do you wake up and do in your life for that to be okay? Well, I eat cereal at this time at 9 a.m. and every day, and then I do 25 push-ups at 9:30. Immediately after, then I go for a 5-mile run into a 2-mile walk every single day at this particular time. And if somebody messes with me, I fuck them up.
Spirituality for me.
I'm not saying that he does it. I'm just saying like that. That's what I'm kind of receiving. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she's interviewing him after a destruction. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, y'all. That's it.
I remember my shins was aching and I was like, I got 1 mile to go. Then I get whispers and downloads and start talking about shit that I want to know about. And next thing I'm 3 miles in, 4 miles in. I wake up and do it every day. She says, loss of self, you have to break yourself. And he replied,
well, that's a fact about the running though. Yeah, I used to run a good amount of times, and I'll tell you right now that after a certain period of time, you forget that you ran that long, and it's like, oh shit, I'm kind of smooth sailing right now. I'm good. You keep on going.
I have to. And then SZA will try to dig deeper into his internal creative and spiritual practices. As she says, I'm grateful for the God T. Sidebar, what do you feel like your top 3 contributing factors to self-transformation in the last few years have been? And he says,
okay, SZA getting deep. This is not your traditional walk up on you 5-minute interview. This is like a personal journey, spirituality and shit. So part of me for interjecting who I am, because I didn't expect it to be what it was, you know what I'm saying? So I get it probably from childhood to now, and it's like his mental space. Oh, so I get it. But the title's going around and saying, not like us, Drake.
Is the power of honesty and being honest with myself, perspective about the person sitting across from me, and learning that vulnerability is not a weakness. That last one probably been one I'm still developing. To that, SZA will ask which one was the most difficult, and Kendrick will talk about his childhood and how there is no growth without vulnerability. He says,
that's also, I can respect that heavily. You don't walk around being perfect all the time, or you can't you could defeat everything. You're Superman. It's not how it goes. You got to have some vulnerability, all right?
The last one was most difficult. She says, why? And he replies, we talk about our childhood. I hate going back to that. It's traumatizing. My pops, he was tough. He was militant. As far as every day, you are expected to go to work, take care of your family, get back up to do it all over again. Being a man type shit, right? And he never showed no weakness. He never showed any emotion that could garner a one-up from the person sitting across from him. And I learned to experience that, not knowing I had them same traits, right? But for what I do, there is certainly no growth without vulnerability. If I understood the power of vulnerability earlier, I could have had more depth and more reach to the guys that was around me in the neighborhood coming up. You know, our parents, they never had these outlets to express themselves the way they wanted to. I've always looked at us as somewhat of a beacon of hope for them. I've always wanted to know, how does your mom feel about your self-expression? He would ask SZA. SZA would give a story about how her mom grew up and how SZA was able to give her mom free.
So I'm assuming that this interview is not a couple of pages. It's like an hour, 2 hour long situation. I feel like he's transferring or transitioning from different points. So I'm just saying. So we were kind of missing some of the context here.
Freedom through her music. And Kendrick said, you did give her freedom. And SZA says, and she gave it to me. But she would turn that right into, when was the last time you cried? When was the first time you cried? And Kendrick was saying, I would say the last time I cried was probably on Mr. Morale on the Mother I Sober record. It was
Mother I, Drake. This part of kind of includes you because this is the record that you chose to bring up in your disses. You chose a song that he's, attached to heavily. So when you get certain reactions from the good brother Kendrick, now you know why. Just saying. When he plays the Not Like Us 25 times at the forum, you know why? Because you played with him a little bit. I'm just saying what's happening. That's all I'm saying. Right? I'm saying what's happening because you played with him. All right?
deep for me. SZA would ask, would you say you've done more crying recently than you have in your life? He said, now? Yeah, I have to. She said, it's cleansing. And he replied, it might be easier for you though, which SZA replies to, I cry all the time. I'm gonna cry right now because that's just beautiful. Wait, you didn't tell me. What was the first time that you allowed it to happen? Which then Kendrick says, the first time I allowed it to happen is documented, actually on stage. In 2011 when Dre and Snoop and the whole West Coast was out, and they was like, this is the torch that we were handing off. Dre passed me the torch, and a burst of energy just came out and I had to let it flow. My tears is all on the internet. And now I look back and I love that moment. I love that happened because
that was a major moment, yo. That was you got a cosign from Snoop Dogg alone where you should be off. You mean everybody else after that? The whole West Coast basically? Game 2? Dre? Like that's different. That's different.
Showed me in real time expressing myself and seeing all the work that I put forth actually come to life in that moment. And for those of you who don't remember, here is that moment.
Nigga, you got the torch, nigga. You better run with it.
I love when people do the homework. Thank you for the homework being done right there. Thank you, good brother. Appreciate that.
You better run with it, nigga, because it's yours.
And with great power comes responsibilities. And this is probably why I think Kendrick felt like he had to respond. On top of that, you got to think Drake used Tupac and Snoop Dogg's voice. So that's when we knew something was going to happen. I go OG. I think that was during Taylor. Maybe like it's finna go up. Maybe not in a day or a week, but it's finna go up. You don't play like that, man. You don't play like that. Probably felt like he won a Super Bowl back then. Damn. Corrupt on stage. He felt like he won a Super Bowl back then. Damn. Huh? That bro crying for real. Hold on. Zoom in. That man's crying for real, man. Look at this. Go back and look at a few seconds. Those are real tears, man. Look at the face. Look at the face. Damn.
Then Then after a couple more questions, she would get right into the real question that we...
It took us a minute, y'all. But we are finally here. It's your boy Jayblac, aka hit the like button. We here. We made it to destination. The plane is landing. We had a little bit of turbulence in the sky. You know, we went through a whole bunch of stuff. But now we're here. Now we're here. Say that again, brother. Say that one more time, brother. Say it one more time.
Then after a couple more questions, she would get right into the real question that we all want to know. Can I ask you a hyper masculine question? You can also tell me to shut the F up. What does not like us mean to you? He would laugh and say, not like us? Not like us is the energy of who I am, the type of man I represent. Now, if you identify with the man that I represent, SZA would cut him off saying, break that man down for me. And Kendrick was saying, this man has morals, he has values, he believes in something, he stands on something, he's not pandering. He's a man who can recognize his mistakes and not be afraid to share the mistakes, and can dig deep down into the fear-based ideologies or experiences to be able to express them without feeling like he's less of a man. If I'm thinking of not like us, I'm thinking of me and whoever identifies with that.
This is a beautiful breakdown because let me tell you what. He's not actually breaking it down, but he's breaking it down. It's for you to interpret the way you interpret it and translate it to how you received it. And let's take this off. 1 second, y'all. We're going to take this off screen so I can translate it for y'all, how it's supposed to be translated. And you know, and because y'all didn't catch that. I got you. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I got you. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Here we go. So basically what Kendrick was saying, like, who you playing with, nigga? I'm not them other dudes, man. Huh? You ain't gonna diss me and play with my... I'm about to whoop your ass, man. I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. When I catch flight, it's extremely direct. Private jet. Huh? I stand on business. You died today lyrically. Huh? Nothing you can do to me. I rap way better than you, nigga. Who is you playing with, bro? I am him. You play Mortal Kombat? You know, you get past Shang Tsung, then you fight Goro, then you fight Shao Kahn. I'm above Shao Kahn, nigga. That's me. The character you can't pick. You know, you play Street Fighter, you fight Bison and Akuma. I'm Akuma, nigga. Raging Demon. Pop, 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 pop. You on the floor. What you thought? I stand on business, nigga. It ain't a game. You not like us. That's what he's trying to say. Let's get back to the video. Pardon me, y'all. But we needed a clear breakdown of what Kendrick was getting to. Pardon me. Here we go.
It says, now, can I say something else in that realm? Or you want me to get away from that?
She's getting deeper.
Can I ask you something else? And
go ahead, SZA. Let's get it.
Hilariously, he asked, is it mean? She says, no, it's more like, I thought it was really interesting that there was any consensus at all that you might be an angry individual. For me, I don't find that any energy that comes from you.
I don't get angry from Kendrick Lamar. I get two things. And these two things make you dangerous. I get wise and calculated. Wise and calculated. Two dangerous components. So why you angry doing this and throwing your fist? I'm just back here like, okay. You mess up over there, you mess up over here, I got you over here. I'll wait my turn, I got you. Pop! So that's what I get from Kendrick. I don't get angry.
You comes from an angry place. And actually, the last hour and change pretty much solidifies that it's almost from a monk-like place. So when you feel the surge of energy in records like that, where is the root? Is it anger? And he would say, I don't believe I'm an angry person, but I do believe in love and war. And I believe they both need to exist. And my awareness of that allows me to react to...
You get war when you play with my love. Love, and that's how I say it too. You get war when you play with my love. I'm chill, I'm reserved, but you fuck with something I love, now it's war. You definitely need both.
Things, but not identify with them as who I am. Just allowing them to exist and allowing them to flow through me. That's what I believe. And SZA says, I'm going to quit while I'm ahead.
No, don't quit while you ahead, SZA. You just got started for real. You gonna quit what, SZA?
Flow through me. That's what I believe. And SZA says, I'm going to quit while I'm ahead before I say something crazy. Do you think SZA did a great job when she's done doing music? Is being an interview?
I think this is a good overall interview, but in terms of the microwave era, you know, we need things like situation that happen now when it's certain key questions. But I think it's a great interview. It makes you understand Kendrick more as a person, his trials and tribulations, you know, how he perceives things from a spiritual level. So I respect that. So it was a good interview. It was.
Or having a podcast, something that you would want to see in her future? Let me know in the comment section. But her doing well here does not mean she would not have any backlash, as someone would say. So let me get this straight. SZA, who was on For All the Dogs two times, and known Drake for 10 years personally, interviewing Dot, her former label mate, about the PDF trafficking song. And she just didn't know his sick ass behavior the entire time? Do you agree with this? What do you think about this situation?
Man, get this off my screen, bro. Get that off my screen, man. I don't think that should have been a part of this video. I ain't gonna hold you. And I do know that she knows Drake for a period of time, no Kendrick, but get that off my terms of all you did. I don't want to hear none of that. All right? I wanted to hear her, you know, act directly about Drake, but it is what it is. I get it. I understand. Kendrick is a wise man, so I understand. I get it 100%. But that's basically the interview right there. I expected it not to be direct. I think you can get more direct shit from Kendrick in a song, and he's not gonna overkill. So, you know, it's and the thing about Kendrick, what I seen was he don't want to give light to certain things or attraction to certain things, because he put out that one track, AK name was on it. When it's time to perform it, AK name was removed from it. Act name was removed from it. I ain't giving you no more light, nigga. You lucky you got that. So I think the next time we hear from Kendrick, you know, in terms of bubbling back up that Drake shit, is at a Super Bowl. Because I think he has to play Not Like Us. There's no way you don't play Not Like Us at a Super Bowl. It's something that you have to do, I'm assuming. That's one of the songs you play. You just don't play Meet the Grands, but you play Not Like Us. But I do think an album is coming if he's reaching out and if he's doing interviews like this video says. You bubbling shit back up so the traction stays, energy stays, so everybody can link it to the next thing that he does. And I think the energy is here right now. If Kendrick drops something right now, it's going up. If Kendrick drop a song right now, it's going up. If he drop an album right now, it's going up. It's going up. I think he should drop. I think he should drop now. Why not? Let's have some fun. All right? It ain't even gotta be disses. Like y'all did that already. Y'all did the battle. The battle was done. Ain't no round two. Ain't no round two at this point. It's gonna be round two at Christmas. We do a Christmas round two, nigga. A Thanksgiving round two. You're not finna drop that on Thanksgiving. We doing? All right, so we out of here, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I'm back yet again. I'll be taking some breaks, but I got y'all. I do be taking some breaks, and that's my fault. I got y'all, though. Jayblac is here. Shake my hand. We here. All right? Shout out, SZA. Black!